How's everybody doing? Today's video is going to be a quick, very quick review of the Dunlop 65 Ultraglide string cleaner and conditioner. This is basically a string lube that competes with things like GHS Fast Fret, among other products that I have used, but I've mainly for a long time used Fast Fret, and as of lately I've been trying out this Dunlop Ultraglide. So as with all string cleaners, conditioners, lubricants, and things like that, what they aim to do is allow you to prolong the life or the useful life of your strings. So the way that I use things like this is, if I'm practicing, I will stop about every 30 minutes and I will wipe my strings down and apply this because I have really corrosive sweat. And if I don't do that, then my strings are going to turn black and then turn orange with rust, and I won't be able to play more than like an hour without changing strings. So these type of products are very useful to me. I put them on every 30 minutes. I put them on before I play every 30 minutes, and then when I'm done. And that allows me to get 2 or 3 sessions out of a set of strings rather than just one before they become unusable. So apply that to your own body chemistry, I suppose, with how you interact with strings. If you could normally keep a set of strings for a month, maybe it'll allow you to keep them for 2 months if you remember to apply it, before and after you play, or in the middle, or whatever. The nice thing about products like this is that you can, as the name Ultraglide would imply, it does create less friction when you're sliding, when your fingers are actually interacting with the strings. So you don't have to use as much force. It doesn't necessarily take as much particles of your calluses off as you're sliding and playing. Although that is one strike against this product, is actually what I've noticed compared to using Fast Fret, which is like I said, the one that I used previously for a while. If you use Fast Fret, it has kind of like a lighter, very light oil that's applied, and it doesn't really permeate your fingers and your skin that much, whereas this Dunlop Ultraglide is a little bit thicker of an oil, it feels like, and it does permeate your calluses a little bit more. So it took me a little bit to get used to that when I first started using this, because I would put it on before I played and I would start playing, and then after not that long I would think, man, my fingers are getting kind of soft, which is not what you want when you're playing guitar. You want to keep your calluses firm so that you don't just like wear down to where you're playing on soft skin, which is not going to last very long. So that's one thing that I thought would be worth sort of pushing past when I started using this product, and so I did do that. And now that I've sort of gotten used to it and pushed past it, I've actually built my calluses up a little bit more to compensate for that effect. So if it does have a little bit more of a softening effect on your skin, you just sort of get used to it, you can compensate for it. It does leave a little bit thicker of an oil, but not the worst. And I would say it lasts on the string, therefore, a little bit longer. So I guess before it evaporates or gets wiped off, it does seem to stay a little bit longer than Fast Fret does, because it seems like it's a little bit thicker. And basically when you buy one of these, you just get this little bottle, and it has an applicator which you'd be familiar with if you've ever used Dunlop's lemon oil, which is basically a little sort of fabric applicator. You could tip it upside down, that will sort of become saturated, and underneath of this there's like a canvas. So I suspect that even if you wore off all of the fabric, you would just get down to the canvas, because that's how it is with my Dunlop lemon oil, which has a very similar bottle. So basically, to apply this, you would just unscrew the cap and then just run it down the length of the strings. If it was brand new, you might shake it or sort of tip it like that to make sure that the applicator is actually wet, and then you just rub it across. It does have kind of a nice smell to it. It smells kind of lemony, so it reminds me of lemon oil, which is nice. but essentially once you have that on, you know, it'll stay on there for a little bit. If you don't play, it'll stay on maybe for a week or two where you can feel it. If you do play, you can probably still feel it after about 45 minutes of playing, but I like to wipe it down and reapply after 30 minutes just to keep the strings as fresh as I possibly can. I think this is like $9 a bottle. All these sort of products are like in that range. That might be on the higher end. I think Fast Fret's maybe like $7 or $8. This is $9. But I've been using this now for a couple of months and I do like it. And I think I might stick with it as compared to Fast Fret just because it's lasting a while. You don't have to have that tin that the Fast Fret comes in with all those steps of like, you got to open the tin, then pull out the applicator, then pull the cap off the applicator, and then rub it across the strings. This, you just unscrew the cap, rub it across the strings, screw it back on, you're done. With that being said, I do like to have a separate little cloth so that I can still wipe the strings down, but it's not like part of the packaging to have to rewrap it and then put the thing in, put the cap on, and then you have two different caps on the Fast Fret. So I like the packaging of this more. I like that it lasts longer on the strings, and I have sort of just come to terms with building up my calluses to compensate for that slightly additional softening effect that the product actually has on your skin. So there you go. That was my quick review of Dunlop Ultraglide 65 string lube. If you like this video, don't forget to share it and subscribe. If you have any input of your own about this product or comparisons to other products, leave a comment below. Please subscribe for future videos, turn on notifications, and I will see you guys next time.